Welcome to the Old Time Radio Superman Show. From Boise, Idaho, this is your host, Adam Graham. If you have a comment, email it to me, adam@adamsweb.us. Be sure to cast your vote for the show on Podcast Alley. And remember to pick up your copy of Tales of the Dim Night, currently available as an ebook for 99 cents, dimnight.com. Also on Amazon for the Kindle. And for those of you who have Amazon Prime, we've got a whole library of laser and sword stuff that's available through the Kindle lending library for free, including Your Average Ordinary Alien. Well, this new serial is called Looking for Kryptonite, which, I guess if you were not quite sure as to what Superman was talking about as the risk, I think we know that it's that big piece of kryptonite, the two other pieces the Scarlet Widow sold. And they're going to have to deal with that, and that's what the serial's about. So now it's time for Looking for Kryptonite, Parts 1 and 2.
Kellogg'S Pep, the super delicious cereal, presents
The Adventures of Superman.
faster than a speeding bullet, more powerful than a locomotive, able to leap tall buildings at a single bound. Look, up in the sky, it's a bird, it's a plane, it's Superman.
Yes, it's Superman. And today, having triumphed over his greatest adversary, the Atom Man, he tells Inspector Henderson of a danger that still exists. We'll join him in a moment. But right now, let's hear from Dan McCullough.
You know, Eddie's mother was kidding him the other day about the comic buttons he's wearing pinned on the back of his jacket. You know, the swell new buttons you're all collecting now from packages of Kellogg's Pep. Well, Eddie's mother said that she didn't know whether it looks more like an art gallery or a rogues gallery because those pictures of favorite comic strip characters are mighty good looking. Real bright colors and clear, sharp outlines. But, some of the pictures are kind of tough looking. Take K.O., for instance, with his oversized derby hat and his brilliant red sweat jersey. Or Moon Mullins, he's a real comic. Big black cigar and all. Well, anyway, isn't it swell fun collecting these slick comic buttons and swapping duplicates with your friends and looking forward to getting a brand new button every time Mom opens a new package of Kellogg's Pep? That's the only way you can get them, you know. You can't buy these new comic buttons, and you don't send in any money, not even a box top. All you do is to make sure Mom gets you a good supply of that super delicious whole wheat flake cereal. In every package, there's your exclusive prize, one of these dazzling new comic buttons, or a military insignia or warplane button. Get your prize from P.E.P. Pep, made by Kellogg's of Battle Creek. Now, the adventures of Superman.
During his titanic battle with Henry Miller, the Nazi Atom Man, Superman carried the human monster high into the heavens. Forgetting his own safety and his maniacal desire to destroy his hated foe, Miller attacked the Man of Steel with his deadly atomic power. Superman lost consciousness, and the two mighty opponents fell through space to the banks of the Metropolis Canal, where police and soldiers were on guard against Miller's threat to wipe out the city that night. The fall killed the Atom Man instantly. But when Superman revived a few moments later, he amazed Police Inspector Henderson and General Niles of the Army by stating,
"Yes, gentlemen, a terrible threat still remains. To me, to you, and to the entire world."
What do you mean? The Atom Man is dead.
I know, Inspector. But two small pieces of kryptonite are still in existence.
What? Kryptonite? What's that?
That, General Niles, is the deadliest, most radioactive element on Earth. More powerful than uranium. Dissolved and injected into Henry Miller's veins, it gave him his atomic power. And the last two pieces of the original fragment, all there is in the world, are now in the hands of dangerous criminals.
I see what you mean. You think they might create another Atom Man.
That's exactly what I think, General. Or they may be able to create something even more terrible.
What could be more terrible than a living atomic monster?
Nothing. Look, Superman, how can there be two more pieces of kryptonite? There was only one piece in the first place, the original fragment that fell to Earth about a year ago.
That's right, Inspector. But when the Scarlet Widow stole the fragment from the Metropolis Museum, she cut it up into 4 pieces. She knew it had the power to rob me of my strength, and she intended to sell the 4 pieces to my enemies for $1 million each.
Who is the Scarlet Widow?
She's called the most dangerous woman in the world, and she's well named. Go on, Superman. What happened to the 4 pieces?
Der Teufel, the Nazi scientist who made Henry Miller an Atom Man, got the first one. He told Miller about the Scarlet Widow. So when Miller exhausted his atomic power on me in our first fight, he sent Sidney, his henchman, to the widow to get more kryptonite. Sidney bought one piece, and the widow told him she had sold the other 2 pieces.
Sold them? To whom?
Well, Sidney said she wouldn't tell him. But we've got to find the Scarlet Widow, Inspector, and make her tell us.
That's easier said than done. There's been a 48-state alarm out for her ever since she stole the kryptonite from the museum. We haven't been able to find a trace of her.
Sidney knew where she was.
Sure, but he's dead.
And he may have left some records.
Well, my boys ransacked his country house and his city apartment today, right after Clark Kent was found in his garage.
Nothing showed up?
Not a thing. But we're digging into his past now, trying to run down his connections. Well, I'll go back to headquarters now that this Atom Man scare is over and get to work on the case myself.
You won't mind if I look over Sidney's house and apartment, will you?
Of course not. But you won't find anything.
I'd like to have a try, anyhow.
Help yourself.
Thanks, Inspector. I'll be going then. Goodbye, General Niles. Glad to have met you.
Goodbye, Superman, and thanks again for what you did tonight.
That goes for me, too.
Don't thank me. My own life was at stake. And until the last 2 pieces of kryptonite are recovered and destroyed, I'll be in danger. I'll be seeing you, Inspector. Up! Up! And away!
Leaping from the bank of the canal, Superman streaks through the night skies to Sidney's country place. For hours he searches the empty house, and then the secret cellar under the garage where he had been so close to death. He examines every inch of the floors, the walls, the ceilings. The sun has long since risen when at last he gives up and streaks back to Metropolis. Resuming the guise and garb of Clark Kent, he phones Jimmy Olsen, and a short time later the boy reporter joins him in the late Sidney's handsome apartment overlooking the park.
We worried about you, Mr. Kent. Where were you all night?
Taking care of the Atom Man, of course. And then... Help me go through this desk, Jim.
Well, what do you mean taking care of the Atom Man?
Just what I said. Why, the Atom Man story, of course. His fight with Superman.
But you didn't cover that story.
Oh, who says I didn't?
Oh, I do. We got the story from Inspector Henderson when he released it to all the papers.
Well, how do you like that? I had a terrific scoop, and I forgot to phone it in.
Well, what? You had a scoop on the biggest story of all time, and you forgot to turn it in.
That's right. A fine reporter I am.
Oh, I can't believe it.
That's true, though. I guess I was pretty groggy. All I could think of was that there were still 2 pieces of kryptonite that had to be recovered.
Oh, boy, Mr. White better not hear about this. Wait, he'll boil you in oil. He'll fire you.
All right, never mind that. What we've got to do is make sure there'll never be another Atom Man or something even worse. Keep looking, Jim.
All right.
There's nothing in this drawer except the usual bills, club notices, and so on.
Oh, you don't expect to find the pieces of kryptonite here, do you?
Oh, no, of course not. We've got to find out about the Scarlet Widow, who knows where they are. Sidney had contact with her. And judging by that and from other things I heard him tell Miller in the garage, he had powerful connections. If we can trace some of his connections, we may be able to find the widow.
Oh. Why, that guy Sidney sure fooled me.
Yeah, Sidney was very clever.
You said it.
Well, nothing in this desk.
Hey, maybe there's something behind one of the pictures, huh? I heard a story on the radio.
There isn't anything behind the pictures.
Did you look?
Yes.
Oh. Well, what about the furniture? There might be something inside the linings.
No, there isn't.
How do you know?
Well, Sidney was too smart to leave anything incriminating in the furniture. That's one of the first places the police look.
Oh, they listen to the radio whodunits too, huh?
You try that crack on Inspector Henderson sometime. Come on, we'll take a look at the bedroom.
Okay. Gosh, Mr. Kent, I was feeling so good about the Atom Man being finished, but now I'm just as scared as I was before.
So am I. Okay, you take the dresser, Jim. I'll go through this chest of drawers.
Okay. Hey, don't you think maybe we ought to put an ad or something in the Daily Planet?
Huh?
To let Superman know there's still a couple of pieces of kryptonite around?
Oh.
He might think now that the Atom Man is done for that he's safe.
Oh, he knows everything I do.
How does he? Oh, you mean you saw him last night?
Huh? I guess you could say that, yeah.
What do you mean you guess?
Well, I was with him.
Oh. Gee, this Sidney was some dude. Everything silk. Shirts, socks, pajamas. Holy cow, even his underwear.
Uh-huh.
All with fancy monograms, too. And... Hey, what's this?
What?
This. Look, Mr. Kent, look at this.
Eagerly, Jimmy holds out a small, strange object. What is it? Has the boy reporter found a clue to the Scarlet Widow? We'll return in a moment to find out. But first, here again is your announcer.
Say, did you ever stop to think, gang, how many of your favorite comic strips are represented in this new series of comic buttons from packages of Kellogg's Pep? Well, there's Superman, of course. That's one. Then there's a character or two from Moon Mullins. That's two. Then Smitty and Harold Teen, Orphan Annie, Gasoline Alley, and Winnie Winkle, the breadwinner. Why, they're all old favorite friends, looking just as real as they do in the funny papers. They'll hand you a lot of chuckles, sure. And talk about fun. Why, I can't think of a better hobby than working on your collection of comic buttons, trading duplicates with your friends to add a new button to your collection, and wearing them all pinned on your jacket or dress or cap. You see, these comic buttons are so doggone smart-looking, you're mighty proud to wear them. Done up in bright comic strip colors on a sturdy white enameled button, just about as big around as a shiny new nickel. And are they easy to get? You don't send in any money, not even a box top. You just ask Mom to get you some of that super delicious whole wheat flake cereal, Kellogg's Pep. Then see which prize you find inside. One of these slick new comic buttons or a military insignia or warplane button. It's an exclusive prize for you from P.E.P. Pep, made by Kellogg's of Battle Creek. Now back to the adventures of Superman.
As Clark Kent and Jimmy Olsen were searching the dead Sidney's apartment for some clue to the Scarlet Widow, Jimmy made a strange discovery in a dresser drawer. He is now holding out a small, round metal object about the size of a quarter.
It was in the bottom of the drawer under his pajamas. Yeah? First I thought it was a coin or a medal or something, but
I see it, Jim.
There you are. It's all smooth, see? Except for a little design on one side.
Uh-huh.
What do you suppose it is?
I don't know. It's an odd design, just a little arc. No, wait a minute. There's a tiny star over one end of the arc. You know, I suppose this might represent a crescent moon and a star.
Oh, what could that mean?
I don't know, Jim.
Maybe some secret society, huh?
Yes, that could be. Sidney belonged to several clubs and societies, apparently carrying out his pose as a successful businessman.
Oh, and I guess it's not important.
No, probably not. Wait a minute, though. I saw this same symbol just recently.
Well, you did? Where?
Oh, I'm trying to remember. It was a strange place. Oh, wait a minute, I know. In Sidney's country house.
Oh, so what? If it's the symbol of some club or society he belonged
I saw
to.
it at the bottom of an empty sheet of notepaper. The paper was folded and in an envelope addressed to Sidney.
Empty paper in an addressed envelope?
Yes. I thought I could see faint evidence that the paper had been written on, probably with ink that fades after a certain time. I dropped it off at the police headquarters crime laboratory.
And this crescent and star design was on the paper?
That's right. It had been pressed on as if with a ring or a seal. It was pretty faint, but I could make it out.
Oh, well, golly, if somebody sent Sidney a letter written with disappearing ink and this symbol was on it, maybe it is important.
Yes, that's what occurred to me. Now, let's see. Oh, here we are.
Huh? What?
The phone.
Who are you going to call?
Harry Goldman at the Planet. He's a bug on symbols of all kinds. Makes a hobby of it. If anyone will know what to... Uh-oh.
What's the matter?
Phone's dead. Look, Jim, you run...
Uh-huh.
No. I better talk to Harry. I noticed a public phone downstairs in the lobby. I'll run down and call him. You go through the rest of those drawers. See if you find anything else, will you?
Sure, okay.
You don't have to worry about anything. There's an officer on duty in the hall.
Oh, I'm not worried.
Be right up, Jim.
Now, let's see. Didn't look through this drawer yet. More papers mixed in here with his collars. They look like bills, but... Well, I guess I better check them.
As Clark Kent leaves the apartment, Jimmy bends over the dresser drawer. He fails to hear the slight, almost imperceptible sound of the window being slowly raised in the adjoining bathroom. A moment later, behind Jimmy's back, a swarthy-skinned, wiry man wearing soft sandals bound with thongs slips from the bathroom and advances toward Jimmy, moving as sinuously and silently as a stalking cat. Only a few paces from the unsuspecting boy reporter, he pauses. He draws a long, gleaming knife from under his jacket. Grasping the bone handle, he raises it and advances again, his thick, pale lips curling back over stained, yellowish teeth. One pace more. Another pace, and he is almost ready to strike. Fellows and girls, don't miss tomorrow's exciting episode as the story takes a strange new twist. Tune in, same time, same station, and follow the adventures of Superman. Faster than a speeding bullet. More powerful than a locomotive. Able to leap tall buildings at a single bound. Look, up in the sky. It's a bird. It's a plane. It's Superman.
Fellows and girls, be sure to follow the adventures of Superman. Brought to you every day, Monday through Friday. Same time, same station, by the grand old Kellogg Company of Battle Creek. And for other thrilling adventures of Superman, see your local newspaper. Superman is also a copyrighted feature appearing in Superman DC publications. Give a hip, hip hooray, gang. It's back. For you and me, now there's Kellogg's famous variety. That's the swell variety carton with 10 separate generous packages of Kellogg's cereals, including Kellogg's Pet, Rice Krispies, shredded wheat, Corn Flakes, Crumbles, and Bran Flakes. Yes, each box in Kellogg's variety holds a fresh, crisp heaping portion. Just help yourself to your favorite kind. Makes breakfast a picnic of fun, so ask Mom to get Kellogg's variety right away. And be sure to be with us tomorrow for the adventure. Kellogg's Pep, the super delicious cereal, presents
The Adventures of Superman.
faster than a speeding bullet, more powerful than a locomotive, able to leap tall buildings at a single bound. Look, up in the sky. It's a bird. It's a plane. It's Superman.
Yes, it's Superman. And today, as we begin a new adventure for the Man of Steel, Jimmy Olsen is in grave danger. We'll join the young reporter in a moment. But right now, here's a word from your announcer.
Say, I know you fellows and girls follow the adventures of your friends in the comic strips pretty regularly. And nowadays, those comic strip characters are even more real and true to life because you're collecting those new comic buttons that come in packages of Kellogg's Pep. You see, first off, you get a close-up view of your favorites like Winnie Winkle and Smiling Jack and Superman, of course. Done up in full, bright colors, too, on gleaming white enamel, so they really show off. Then, you have the fun of collecting all 18 different buttons in the series and wearing them pinned on your jacket or your dress or cap. And the fun of trading duplicates with your pals. Boy, it's mighty exciting. And it's the sort of fun that lasts a long time. You're always proud of your collection, and you're always looking forward to getting a new button whenever Mom opens a new package of Pep. That's the only way you can get these swell buttons, you know. You can't buy them anywhere, and you don't send in any money. Don't have to spend any of your allowance. Why, you don't even have to send in a box top. But inside every package of that super delicious whole wheat flake cereal, Kellogg's Pep, there's an exciting prize. One of these nifty new comic buttons or a military insignia or warplane button. Tell Mom you'll eat lots of P-E-P, Pep, made by Kellogg's of Battle Creek. Now, the adventures of Superman.
Although the Atom Man is no more, Superman is still in great danger because 2 pieces of Kryptonite, the amazing element which robs him of his strength and which gave the Atom Man his deadly power, are in the hands of unknown enemies. In his guise of Clark Kent, Superman and Jimmy Olsen searched the apartment of the now dead mysterious fat man known as Sidney, who had been the Atom Man's ally. When Jimmy found a strange metal coin bearing an odd symbol, Kent remembered something he had seen in Sidney's country house and left the apartment to make a phone call. A few moments later, a swarthy, dark-skinned man entered the apartment from the fire escape. Drawing a long knife, he slipped noiselessly up behind Jimmy, who was searching a dresser in the bedroom. As we continue now, a faint sound has caused Jimmy to raise his head. The mirror reflects the man behind him, and shouting wildly, the boy reporter leaps sidewise as the knife plunges into the dresser top.
Hey, what?
Be quiet.
Get away from me. Help, Mr. Kent.
Amdullah, I kill you.
No, let go. Help, Mr. Kent.
Now you will die.
Let go. It's choking. Help. Help.
Struggling frantically, Jimmy tries in vain to free himself from his assailant, whose long brown fingers tighten slowly, inexorably around his throat. Meanwhile, descending the stairs to the phone in the building lobby, Clark Kent, who is Superman, hears Jimmy's cries, and his X-ray vision pierces the floors and walls above him.
Great Scott, no time to change clothes now. Back up to that apartment. Up!
Burst of wind, a swift blur up 3 flights of stairs, and Kent is at the door of the same apartment, wrenching it open.
No.
Filthy one, die.
Let him go.
I fix you too.
Down, Mr. Kent. He's got
A knife won't help him.
Yes, I kill you.
You're not killing anyone, my friend. Oh, you won't be good, eh? All right. In that case, I'll just have to calm you down, eh? Like this. Oh.
Had sock in him, Mr. Kent.
Are you all right, Jim?
I guess so.
You sure? Take it easy now. Here, wait a minute. I'll help you up. Come on. Boy.
Oh, boy. Got it just in time.
Oh, thank heaven I did. Hey, where did this fella come from?
I don't know. I was looking through this dresser when I heard something. There he was behind me with a knife.
He must have come in through the bathroom window. There's a fire escape outside it.
What's going on in here?
Who's that?
That's the police officer who was supposed to be guarding this apartment.
Oh, it's you, Mr. Kent. Mother of mercy, where'd you come from?
Why,
I see you going down the stairs. The next thing I know, something blows past me, and then here you are.
Yes, well,
Who's this creature laying on the floor?
That's what we want to know. He tried to murder me.
He did now.
Yeah, and where were you? I thought you were supposed to be watching this place.
Steady, never mind that, Jim.
Faith, I knew you and Mr. Kent was in here, so I went to the window at the end of the hall for a bit of a smoke. Well, now, let's have a look at him. Yeah, strange-looking one he is.
I think he's an Asiatic.
It's an Arab.
An Arab, did you say?
Yeah, he said Hamdullah. Arabs say that. We heard them in the Sahara Desert last summer. Remember, Mr. Kent?
Yes. Wonder what he was doing here. And why he attacked you.
Likely one of them sneak thieves.
Oh, no, hardly. Sneak thieves don't go out of their way to murder people.
They'll do anything if they need money bad.
Well, he didn't need money.
Huh?
Now, why would you be saying that, Mr. Kent? You can see how dirty and poor he is.
He's dirty, all right, but he isn't poor. He has several $1,000s in his pocket.
What?
Is that so now? Well, let's see. Faith, and you're right.
Jeepers, look at that roll of bills. Well, how did you know he had all that money, Mr. Kent?
Oh, I happened to notice the roll sticking out of his pocket.
2. No, 3 $1,000 bills. And all these hundreds. It's enough to choke a horse. Now, this is queer. With all this money in his pocket, why would he be breaking in here?
Well, he might have come here to get something other than money. Or to keep us from getting it.
Huh?
But what would... Oh, you mean something to do with Sidney and the Atom Man?
Yes. I don't know what it could be, though. We've gone through the apartment thoroughly and... Wait, maybe...
Maybe what?
Oh, just a minute, he's coming too. Better put the bracelets on him, officer.
That is just what I was about to do. There, that'll hold you, me lad.
His eyes are opening. Boy, does he look mean.
He does that. Now then, you. What were you after doing here?
I say nothing.
None of that now. What's your name?
I say nothing.
Speak up. What were you doing here? Why'd you try to knife this young fella?
I say nothing.
Well, we'll see about that. Up on your feet. Come on. You'll sing a different tune when I get you down to the station. I'll phone with the wagon.
The phone's been disconnected, officer.
Oh, it has?
Mm-hmm.
All right, then. We'll make the call from the lobby. Mr. Kent, young man, I'll be asking you to come along.
Sure, okay.
Just a moment, please, officer. I'd like to show this man something. Did you ever see this before?
No.
Are you sure?
What is that funny-looking coin?
Well, I found it in Sidney's dresser. It's got a crescent and star on it. Say, maybe that's what he was after, Mr. Kent.
Why would he be risking his neck for such as that?
Well, I'm not sure why, or even if he did, but... You don't know what this is, eh?
I not know.
I'll bet he's lying. I'll bet
Let's not jump to conclusions, Jim. I want to know more about this man, and I think Inspector Henderson can find out.
Then that's where him and me will be going now. Straight to headquarters. Come along now, and come quietly, or I'll be remembering you tried to put a knife in the lad's back, and too bad it will be for you.
Okay, come on, Jim. Let's go with him and see what this is all about.
Followed by Kent and Jimmy, the policeman leads the sullen, ragged Arab from Sidney's apartment. A short time later, Kent and Jimmy are in the office of Inspector Henderson at Metropolis Police Headquarters.
One of my detectives was born in Cairo, Kent. He knows Arabs and he knows their language. He's working on your man now.
Good. Say, by the way, Inspector, I left a blank piece of notepaper at your crime laboratory early this morning. It had the imprint of a crescent and star at the bottom.
You mean the paper you found at Sidney's country house?
Yes, that's right. Have you had a report on it?
Yeah, just a few minutes ago. You were right, Kent. The paper had been written on with disappearing ink.
Was the laboratory able to get anything out of it?
No. But it's strange. The imprint of the crescent and the star you found on the paper, and then you're finding this coin with the same symbol in Sidney's apartment.
Well, do you know what the symbol means, Inspector?
No, I don't, Olson. And nobody in the department does either. I've sent it over to the FBI. They may be able to come up with something.
I hope so. We've got to learn more about Sidney, about his connections. He knew how to contact the Scarlet Widow, and we must find the widow and discover what she did with the last 2 pieces of kryptonite.
Yeah, and we better do it fast before somebody uses the kryptonite to create another Atom Man.
Well, we're doing all we can. We haven't been able to trace the widow, and we haven't been able to dig up a thing about Sidney's secret connections either. This fellow was certainly a slick character if I ever saw one.
And I've got a hunch that this Arab can tell us something about Sidney. If
we can only make him talk.
If he knows anything, we'll get it out of him, Kent. You can depend on... Excuse me. Yeah? Oh, yes, Greenwich. How about the Arab? He what? Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Oh. Oh, all right. I'll be right down. Bad news, Kent. The Arab is dead.
Huh?
Yes. Committed suicide.
But how?
Well, he had some poison hidden under a loose crown in one of his teeth, and he swallowed it while he was being searched. I went down to the cell block with him. This way, we can cut through the finding room.
Startled, Clark Kent and Jimmy Olsen hurry after Inspector Henderson, unaware that a much greater surprise awaits them in the cell block. We'll return in a moment for the exciting climax of today's episode. But first, here again is your announcer.
You know, I had a nice letter the other day from one of the girls in the gang who's collecting those new comic buttons from packages of Kellogg's Pep. She writes about a club all the fellows and girls in her neighborhood belong to. Used to be just an ordinary sort of social club, but nowadays it's turned into a Pep comic button club because, well, the fellows and girls spend a lot of meeting time comparing notes on their collections of comic buttons and trading duplicates with each other. Well, I think that's pretty swell, don't you? Because it's no end of fun collecting these nifty new comic buttons. And they're so doggone smart looking. All 18 of these favorite comic strip characters are printed in bright red and black and blue on a clear white background. So they really show up. And the buttons are made of sturdy metal, about as big around as a nickel. Looks swell, pinned on your jacket or your dress or cap. What's more, these comic buttons are so easy to get. You don't send in any money, not even a box stop. Why, you can't even buy them anywhere. All you do is to make sure Mom keeps you supplied with plenty of that super delicious whole wheat flake cereal, Kellogg's Pep. Inside every package, there's a swell prize. One of these exciting new comic buttons, or a military insignia, or warplane button. Remember, it's P-E-P, Pep, made by Kellogg's of Battle Creek. Now, back to the adventures of Superman.
Hopeful that the Arab who had attacked Jimmy Olsen could give them some valuable information about the mysterious Sidney, Clark Kent, Jimmy, and Inspector Henderson were shocked when they learned that the man had committed suicide. As we continue now, they are in the cell where the swarthy Arab, his body covered with a sheet, is stretched out on a bunk.
Now, don't feel too bad, Kent. He may not have been able to help us a bit. He might have been just another second-story man who broke in, got scared when he saw Jim, and tried to finish.
Sure.
I don't think so, Inspector. He had almost $5,000 on him. You say he has no police record?
No, not with us. But we may find he has one in another city. And as for his having all that money, well, I'll admit it is unusual, but it certainly doesn't prove he had anything to do with Sidney.
No, I suppose not, but... Wait a minute. What's this?
Huh?
What, Kent?
Look. Look here, both of you.
Oh, look at what?
His bare feet sticking out from under the sheet. Look at the right heel.
Great Jupiter. He's been branded.
With a crescent and a star. The same symbol that was on the coin I found in Sidney's apartment.
Their eyes wide, Inspector Henderson and Jimmy Olsen stare at the tiny brand on the dead Arab's heel. What does this mean? Has Clark Kent discovered a clue which will lead him to the devious secrets of the mysterious Sidney, and so to the Scarlet Widow and the Kryptonite? There's excitement and mystery ahead, so don't miss tomorrow's action-packed episode when Superman, knowing that every minute counts, decides to take a desperate chance. Tune in, same time, same station, and thrill to the adventures of Superman.
Faster than a speeding bullet. More powerful than a locomotive. Able to leap tall buildings at a single bound. Look, up in the sky. It's a bird. It's a plane. It's Superman.
Fellows and girls, be sure to follow the adventures of Superman. Brought to you every day, Monday through Friday, same time, same station, by the grand old Kellogg Company of Battle Creek. Superman is also a copyrighted feature appearing in Superman DC publications. Say there, gang, have you heard? Kellogg's Variety is back. That's the grand 10-package assortment of 6 famous Kellogg cereals that makes breakfast so much fun. It's like eating in a restaurant where you can choose from a whole list of your favorite cereals, each one in your own private package. And Mom's sure to be glad Kellogg's Variety is back. Show her how you can eat right out of the swell new Kell Bowl pack. she'll like not having to wash dishes. So ask her to hurry and get Kellogg's Variety right away. And be sure to be with us tomorrow for the thrilling adventures of Superman. This is the Mutual Broadcasting System.
Welcome back. Well, the adventure with Clark Kent and Jimmy Olsen in Arabia, of course, is one that we don't have due to that big hole in the story where we don't have any of the serials from 1943 to 1945 that, with the exception, of course, of the one we played from early in 1945 with our fragments we had of the space shell. But as best as I can ascertain, it looks like they were in Arabia for an adventure from June 14th to July 10th. They'd had the desert adventure, which I'll assume was the desert they were talking about. I do notice that the whole incredulity on the part of the officials seems to have abated. They're not like, oh, Kryptonite, this is ridiculous. Oh, something that could destroy Superman, this is ridiculous. Everything is somehow more credible, I guess, when you have Nazi shooting electricity out his fingers. That removes a lot of doubt. I do find it interesting that Superman said he didn't have enough time to change, which is not something I've heard Superman say before, because that usually is a pretty quick process. But we've definitely got a good mystery on our hands, and I hope you'll join us back here on Sunday, New Year's Day, when we'll bring you part 3 in the series. In the meanwhile, send your comments to Adam@adamsweb.us, and remember to cast your vote for the show on Podcast Alley. In the meantime, email your comments to Adam@adamsweb.us, and remember to check out Tales of the Dim Night, dimnight.com. But from Boise, Idaho, this is your host, Adam Graham, signing off.